Hello, friends. Welcome to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World, and welcome back to my vintage APBA League, which features original cards from the 50s and 60s squaring off against old boards, against each other. And some of it's online, some of it's offline, and this looks like you know which way this game is going, but you never really do. Today's game will be the 1962 Pittsburgh Pirates at Parc Jarry facing the 1969 Montreal Expos. In 1961, the Pirates had all sorts of trouble after their World Series victory against the Yankees, but in 1962 they rebounded nicely and beat the ever-loving Tar out of the Mets and Colt 45s to help themselves back into the race. Which they did not win, but they did make an impressive showing. The Expos in 1969 weren't too good, but you never know when they're on your tabletop. So, looking forward to this one. It's the 62 Pirates at the 69 Expos at Parc Jarry. Let's get to today's starting lineups. Oh, and happy Thanksgiving. I hope that you're having a good holiday. I know the holidays can be difficult for folks, so take care of yourself. And I'm putting all the information for channel membership. If you're looking for channel membership, that's going to be in the description for this video as well. With channel membership, you get exclusive discounts on the secondary store, exclusive video access to members-only videos, and you get a free gift from me every month in the form of cards that I create for different games. So check that out. In the description for this video is your link. All right, let's get to today's starting lineups. The Vintage APBA League means original cards. Bill Verdon leads off in center field. Dick Grote bats second at short. Batting third in left field, Bob Skinner. Batting fourth, the right fielder, Roberto Clemente. Batting fifth, first baseman, Dick Stewart. Batting sixth, the catcher, Smokey Burgess. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Don Hoke, star of City Slickers. And batting eighth, it's second baseman, Bill Mazeroski. On the mound, it's Bob Friend, who's a B pitcher with a Z modifier. And we'll just do like that for him. Okay, for the homestanding Expos, Adolfo Phillips leads off in center field. Gary Sutherland bats second at second base. Mac Jones, the mayor of Jonestown, bats third in left field. Rusty Staub bats fourth, he'll be in right. Coco LaBoy bats fifth, he'll play third. Ron Fairley bats sixth, he'll be at first base. John Bateman, he'll be the catcher, batting seventh. You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. Bobby Wine bats eighth. He'll play short. And Bill Stoneman will bat ninth and do the pitching. He is a C pitcher with an X modifier. Bill Verdon steps in the box against Bill Stoneman. Battle of the Bills. And the pitch from, defense. Pirates have 40 defensive points. That makes them a fielding 2. Expos have 35 fielding points. They will be a fielding 3. The pitch from Stoneman to Verdon is hit in the air to left field. Mac Jones in his tracks is going to make the catch for out number 1. And now Dick Grote. Stoneman kicks and deals. There is a pop-up. Coco LaBoy in fair territory is going to make the catch for out number 2. Here's Bob Skinner. Clemente would be next. The pitch from Stoneman to Skinner is popped up. John Bateman throws away the mask and makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 first inning for Bill Stoneman. We go to the bottom of the first. It'll be Bob Friend pitching against Adolfo Phillips, Gary Sutherland, and Mac Jones of the Expos. All right, Friend kicks and deals. This is grounded to Dr. Strangeglove. Not Skinner. Why did I write that? Dick Stewart is Dr. Strangeglove. He'll be at first, and he gloves this one. He's going to take it himself, and Adolfo Phillips is retired in the Expos first. Now Gary Sutherland. The pitch to Gary is popped up. Bill Mazeroski is under it and takes it for out number 2. Mac Jones, Mac the Knife. Bobby Darin fans. There we go. All right, Bob Friend, pitch. I struck him out on the broccoli cauliflower medley. Yes. We have a scoreless first inning in Montreal. And Clemente, Stewart, and Burgess coming up in the Pirates' second inning. Stoneman kicks and deals. Popped up again, a jam job on Roberto. Bateman under it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Dick Stewart. The pitch is popped up. Another jam job. Coco LeBoy near the bag makes the catch for out number 2. Smokey Burgess. The pitch to old Smokey is strike 3 swinging. He got him on a bender. First strikeout for Stoneman. Retires the Pirates in inning number 2. We go to the bottom of the second with no score. Staub, LeBoy, and Fairley against Bob Friend in the second. The pitch. That is hit on the ground to Don Hoke. Gloves it to his left and fires to Dick Stewart for out number 1. Coco LeBoy. Friend kicks and deals. LeBoy hits this one to left, but not deep. Bob Skinner is under it for out number 2. Here's Ron Fairley. Friend kicks and deals. Fairley hits it to left. Dying Quail coming on is Skinner, and that will retire the side in inning number 2. We go to the third with no score in Montreal. 6 up and 6 down for both pitchers. Hoke, Mazeroski, and Friend coming up in the Pirates' third. Stoneman winds and deals. That is ball 4 to Hoke. Gonna bring up Maz. And I think the Pirates... Danny Murtaugh is in the mood to put a play on. So, Stoneman the stretch, the delivery. There goes Hoke, and the hit and run is on. And that is hit in the air to left. Mac Jones is under it. Hoke slams on the brakes and retreats to first base. And Jones makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Bob Friend. And more strategy. Murtaugh's going to have Friend lay one down. Stoneman the stretch and the delivery. And Friend fouls it off. The next pitch, he squares again. And this time he gets it down. It's back to Stoneman. He looks at second, but fires to Sutherland at first to retire Friend as that moves Don Hoke to second base with 2 outs. And now it's Bill Verdon with a chance to put the Pirates on the board. We're in the top of the third. We're scoreless. Stoneman the stretch and the delivery to Bill Verdon is grounded to Coco LeBoy. He gloves it by the bag and fires to Ron Fairley, and that's going to retire the Buccos in inning number 3. So they get their first base runner, but can't bring him around to score. Bottom of the third coming, no score. Bateman, Wine, and Stoneman coming up for Gene Mauch's charges. Friend kicks and deals. Ground ball to Bill Mazeroski. Gloves it to his left. Flips to Dick Stewart, and there's one down. Bobby Wine with Bill Stoneman on deck. The pitch. Hit to left, but not deep. Bob Skinner is there, and there's two down. Here's Bill Stoneman. 8 up and 8 down for Friends so far. The pitch. Hey, struck him out on a bender, and that is Bob Friend's second strikeout of the day. We go to the fourth with no score in Montreal. Very interesting start. No safeties for either team. Here's Stoneman's pitch to Grote. It's hit to left. Mac Jones, one down. Bob Skinner's 0 for 1. The pitch, he draws a walk. Stoneman's second walk brings up Clemente. Expos infield moves to double play depth. Stoneman the stretch and the pitch to Roberto. There's a base hit to left. Drops in front of Mac Jones. Skinner is going to go to third. Jones' throw comes into second base, and there's Pirates at the corners with one out for Dick Stewart. Gene Mock tense in that Montreal Expos dugout. Double play depth for the Expos infield. The pitch from Stoneman to Stewart is hit in the air to center. Adolfo Phillips is under it. Tagging is Skinner. He's coming home. Here's Phillips' throw. It's cut off by Fairley. Clemente holds at first. Skinner scores on the sacrifice fly by Stewart. And there's two down in the fourth. 1-0 Pirates. Smokey Burgess now. Stoneman the stretch and the pitch to Smokey. Slap to center. Adolfo Phillips on the run into right center and makes a running catch. 4 out, number 3. But the Pirates get a run on a hit. We get our first hit of the ball game. We go to the bottom of the fourth and our first run of the game. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 1-0 Buccos. Top of the order coming for Montreal. Phillips, Sutherland, and Jones. It's been 9 up and 9 down for Bob Friend from Lafayette, Indiana, to this point. The pitch to Adolfo. It's a hanger to Adolfo Phillips. He hits this one to center and deep. Back goes Verdon. It's off the wall. Look at Adolfo Phillips run. Verdon's got to run it down. The relay to Grote, and Grote's relay to Hoke. Not in time. It's a leadoff triple for Phillips. So the Expos have a golden opportunity to tie the game here in the bottom of the fourth. Bob Friend at the stretch and delivers to Sutherland, and there's a base hit for Gary Sutherland, and we're tied at 1. I believe. Let me check. You know, you use so many of these boards. Yep, that's right. It's a base hit to left. Skinner gets it back in. The Expos are on the board, and we're tied at 1. Here comes Mac Jones. Double play depth for the Pirates. Friend has not retired a batter in the fourth. The pitch. Hey. There goes Sutherland. Smokey Burgess fires down to Mazeroski at second, and they got him. So that eliminates a base runner. The next delivery to Jones. Base hit, Mac Jones to center field. 1 out, 1 on for the Expos. Brings up Staub. Legrand Orange. Double played up for the Pirates. The pitch from Friend is a hanger to Staub. Look at Rusty. He just cranked this one to right. Back goes Clemente. Warning track. Wall and gone. A 3-run A 3-1 Expo lead. A 2-run bomb for Staub. And the Expos lead the Pirates 3-1 in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Coco LaBoy. Bob Friend shaking his head. Danny Murtaugh shaking his head. The pitch. LaBoy lifts it in the air to right. Clemente in right center is going to make the catch for out number 2. Here's Ron Fairley. 3-1 Expos, bottom of the fourth. The pitch is popped up. Dick Grote, just barely onto the outfield grass, is going to make the catch for out number 3. But the Expos score 3 on 4 hits. They don't leave anybody. We go to the 5th. It's 3-1 Montreal. Expo fans going nuts. Stoneman's got a cushion of all things. Hoke, Mazeroski, and Friend coming up in the Pirates' 5th inning. 7, 8, 9 batters. The pitch from Stoneman. Ground ball, Bobby Wine cuts it off from going up the middle. Plants and throws to Ron Fairley for out number 1. Here's Bill Mazeroski, 0 for 1. Stoneman kicks and deals. Ground ball, Bobby Wine. Gloves it, throws to Fairley, 2 down. Bob Friend with 2 outs and nobody on here in the 5th. The pitch popped up. Bateman throws away the mask, makes the catch, and that retires the Expos 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We're halfway through this one. The Expos lead it 3-1. We got a good game here in Montreal at Parc Jarry. John Bateman, pork chop. Pork chop Bateman, baby. Bobby Wine and Bill Stoneman, 7, 8, 9, coming for the Expos in the 5th. The pitch. Jam job roller from Bateman to Dick Stewart. He's going to take it himself for out number 1. The last thing you want is Dick Stewart throwing the ball around the infield, so he took that play himself. Here's Bobby Wine. The pitch, hey, struck him out. Number 3 for Friend. Brings up Stoneman with 2 outs and nobody aboard. Friend kicks and deals. Hey, struck out Stoneman. That's number 4. We've got 5 in the books. With your score, Montreal 3, Pittsburgh 1. Top of the order coming for Danny Murtaugh's crew. It's Verdon, Grote, and Skinner. In the Pirates 6th, Stoneman kicks and deals. Base hit, Bill Verdon. Another predictable hit and run call here for Dick Grote, Mr. Hit and Run. Stoneman the stretch, the pitch, there goes Verdon, and the hit and run is on, and there's a base hit. Goes to right field, drops in front of Staub. Sprinting to third is Verdon, and there's Pirates at the corners with nobody out. Well, there is stirring in the Expos bullpen, but nobody's throwing yet. Skinner's 0 for 1. The infield is playing back for a double play. Pirates with a golden opportunity to at least narrow the lead. The pitch. And that's a, well, or is it? Skinner hits it on the ground to Sutherland. He goes to Wine for 1. The relay to Fairley is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 double play. Turned by the Expos. Verdon scores. It's a 3-2 game now. And Clemente comes up. He's 1 for 2. Stoneman kicks and deals. Roberto hits it in the air to center. Going to drive Adolfo Phillips back a few steps. But he's got room, and he makes the catch. After 5.5, we got a good game. It's Expos 3, Pirates 2. Top of the order coming for Montreal against Bob Friend, Phillips, Sutherland, and Mac Jones. Phillips tripled and scored in the fourth. The pitch. He walked him. Friend walks Phillips. That's going to get the Pirate bullpen going. And it's going to be... It's going to be... lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way Danny Murtaugh likes it whenever he's north of the border. Jack LeMabe, the right-hander, and Diomedes Olivo. Lefty-righty double-barreled action for the Pirates. Sutherland at the plate. Friend the stretch. The pitch to Sutherland. He squares to bunt, and he gets it down. He bunts it to Hoke. Hoke gloves it, fires to Mazeroski covering first, and that'll advance Phillips to second base with one out for Mac Jones. Gene Mock's looking for an insurance run, or as they say in Central Illinois, insurance. And Friend in a jam. Jones is 1 for 2, the pitch. He walks him. 2 walks on the inning for Bob Friend, and here comes Legrand Orange. Tempting to go to Olivo here, but I'm going to give Friend one more batter. Staub went deep in the fourth for a 2-run bomb. The pitch. With, runners at first and second. It's popped up. Drifting behind first base is Mazeroski. Into foul territory. He's going to make the catch. The runners hold. 2 down. And now Coco LaBoy is 0 for 2. Friend the stretch. The delivery to Coco. Ground ball. Don Hoke gloves it and fires to Dick Stewart for out number 3. So the Expos get a pair of walks, but they do not score. We go to the 7th. With your score, Montreal 3, Pittsburgh 2. Stoneman will face Stewart, Burgess, and Hoke, the 5, 6, 7 batters in the Pirates batting order in inning number 7. Stewart's 0 for 1. The pitch. Popped up. This is Gary Sutherland in short right field. He's going to make the catch for out number 1. Smokey Burgess comes up now. He's 0 for 2. Don Hoke is on deck. The pitch. Burgess, struck him out on a bender. That is strikeout number 2 only for Stoneman. And Don Hoke now 0 for 1. Mazeroski would be next. The pitch. He walked him. That will bring up Maz. Bob Friend in the on-deck circle. Stoneman the stretch. The pitch to Maz. Hit in the air to right. Rusty Staub coming on. He makes the catch for out number 3. That retires the Pirates in the top of the 7th. It's time to stretch them out in Montreal with your score. Expos 3, Pirates 2, Fairley, Bateman, and Wine. 6, 7, 8 coming up in the Expos 7th. 0 for 2 for Fairley. The pitch from Friend is ball 4. Uncharacteristic wildness from Bob Friend. And are we going to see a pinch runner? We just might. We just might. Don Bosch is going to run for Ron Fairley. He's a Swiftie. And that'll bring up Bateman. Pork Chop. Pork Chop Bateman. That's what they call him. Well, not to his face. All right, and the pitch to Pork Chop. There goes Don Bosch. And he swings and misses. Bosch on the attempted steal. The throw from Burgess down to Bill Mazeroski is in time. They shoot down Bosch. Second caught stealing of the day. Pork Chop is still... Pork Chop is still in there. Bob Friend kicks and deals. He draws a walk. Fourth walk in the game. Actually, in the last 2 innings for Bob Friend. Here's Bobby Wine. 0 for 2. The pitch from Friend to Wine. Grounder to Dick Grote. He gloves it. Flips to Maz for 1. The relay to Stewart. In time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 6-4-3 double play turned by the Pirates. We go to the 8th with your score. Montreal 3, Pittsburgh 2. It's opening day in Parc Jarry. I never get tired of saying Parc Jarry. All right, we have a new first baseman coming on. Wow. It's going to be Bob Beetle Bailey. I think. Yeah, it is. Yikes. All right. So Bailey will bat 6th and take over at first. Going to knock the Expos defense down a little further. And Stoneman is on for inning number 8. Bob Friend is done for the day. We will give you his numbers and tell you about the pinch hitter. All right, so Friend goes 7 innings, allows 4 hits. He walked 4. He struck out 4. He allowed 3 runs. They're all earned. The pinch hitter will be Don Clendenin. Danny Murtaugh is hoping for a bomb from his bat to tie this game. He'll be followed in the inning by Bill Verdon and Dick Grote. Bill Stoneman has a 1-run lead. The pitch to Clendenin is grounded to Sutherland. He turns and throws, and it's in the dirt. Clendenin is safe at first on an E4 by Sutherland. That will bring up Verdon. Verdon is 1 for 3. That's going to get the Expos bullpen cooking. And it'll be left-hander Dan McGinn and right-hander Claude Ramon. It's double-barreled action just the way Gene Mock likes it whenever he's learning how to speak French. All right, here is Bill Verdon. Double play depth for the Expos infield. The pitch from Stoneman is a comebacker to Stoneman. It's off his leg. He grabs it. His only play to first to Beetle Bailey, and that retires Verdon as Clendenin moves up 90 feet. Just as good as a bunt, I suppose, with Grote coming up 1 for 3. Skinner on deck. Stoneman the stretch. The delivery to Dick Grote. Grounded to Bob Beetle Bailey. He gloves it to his right. Feeds Stoneman covering, and there's 2 down as Clendenin moves to third with the tying run, 90 feet away now. Skinner at the plate. Clemente would be next. Stoneman the stretch, the delivery. Is a base hit just over Gary Sutherland's outstretched glove into right field. Scoring is Clendenin. We're tied at 3. Here comes Clemente. All right. Pirates have tied the game. We're in the 8th. Clemente's 1 for 3. Stoneman the stretch. The delivery. It's a hanger to Roberto. Did he get it? To left and deep. Mac Jones. Warning track. Wall, and it's gone. A 2-run bomb for Roberto Clemente. It's 5-3 Pirates. And here comes Gene Mauch. He waited a batter too long to take out Bill Stoneman. And it's going to be Claude Ramon. We're going to get a double switch. A double switch here in the 8th. John Bateman is coming out. Ramon is coming on. And we're going to get a new catcher that is going to not do much for the... Actually, it's going to improve the Expos defense. Ron Brand is going to bat 9th and take over behind the plate for the man they call Pork Chop. And Ramon will bat 7th in Pork Chop spot in the batting order. I don't know why I find that so funny. All right, so Ramon is on. We'll tell you about Stoneman's day. He went 7 2/3. He allowed 5 hits, one of them a homer. 2 walks, struck out 2, allowed 5 runs, and none of these runs in the 8th are earned. Only 2 of them are earned in this ball game. So he deserved a better fate. Dick Stewart comes up to face Ramon. It's a righty-righty matchup, so Ramon gets bumped to a C with a Z modifier. Pirates lead 5-3. 5-3, the pitch. Jam job pop-up. Ron Brand throws away the mask and makes the catch for out number 3. But the Pirates get 3 runs on 2 hits. They don't leave anybody. After 7.5, the Pirates lead this one 5-3. Bob Friend now stands to be the winning pitcher if the Pirates can hold on to the lead. And Jack LeMabe is on to try and hold that lead. We're going to get a new first baseman for the Buccos. Dick Stewart and his strange glove are coming out. And Don Clendenin and his equally strange glove are going to be on to play first base. LeMabe will bat in the number 5 spot. And Roy Face has started to throw in the Pirates bullpen. In the meantime, LeMabe is a B pitcher with a Y modifier. He's a right-hander and facing Ron Brand. The pitch. Base hit Ron Brand just over the outstretched glove of Dick Grote. And that's going to bring up Adolfo Phillips. LeMabe, the stretch. The Pirate infield playing for 2. The pitch is strike 3, swinging. He got him on a bender. 1 down in the 8th. Here's Sutherland. his botched ground ball in the 8th inning set up the Pirates' big rally. See if he can atone. 1 for 2 with a ribby on the day for Gary. The pitch from LeMabe is hit on the ground to Dick Grote. He can't. The flip to Mazeroski for 1, and the relay to Don Clendenin at first is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing double play turned by the Buccos. We go to the 9th with your score, Pittsburgh 5, Montreal 3. All right, so LeMabe did the 8th. Claude Frenchie Ramon comes out for the 9th for the Expos. He's got Burgess, Hoke, and Mazeroski in his future. Roy Face throwing in the Pirates bullpen. Burgess is 0 for 3. Ramon kicks and deals. And Burgess drills this one into right center and deep. It's going to one-hop the wall. Adolfo Phillips has to run it down. Smokey's got a leadoff double, and wouldn't you love to see him run that out? Don Hoke, the star of City Slickers, comes to the plate with nobody out. Dan McGinn is throwing in the bullpen for the Expos, and he is now being joined by Howie Reed. All right. Hoke is 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. The pitch from Ramon. Ground ball, Sutherland. He throws to Bob Beetle Bailey at first, and that's going to retire Hoke as Burgess goes to third base with 1 out. Here's Mazeroski. Don Clendenin is on deck. Ramon the stretch, the pitch to Maz. And there's a base hit for Maz. Into left field. Scoring is Burgess. It's 6-3 Pirates. Clendenin comes up. That's going to do it for Frenchie Ramon. Gene Mock wants Howie Reed. Which will, the righty-righty matchup will bump Howie Reed to a C grade pitcher with a Y modifier. Maz is on first. There's 1 man out. They're looking for a double play. Read the stretch. The delivery to Clendenin. Ground ball, Bobby Wine. Gloves it. Fires to Bailey at first, and there's 2 down, and that'll bring up Bill Mazeroski. I'm sorry, that'll bring up Bill Verdon, with Mazeroski advancing to second base. And now here comes Mock. He wants Dan McGinn to take over on the mound, the left-hander, to face Bill Verdon. All right. Verdon's 1 for 4. The pitch from McGinn to Verdon. It's a hanger to Verdon on the lefty-lefty matchup to center and deep. Back goes Adolfo Phillips. Warning track, wall, and gone. A 2-run bomb for Bill Verdon. 3 on the inning for Pittsburgh. And as my old Phi Ed teacher, Ed Olson, would say, the romp is on. We're in the 9th. There's 2 outs. McGinn to Grote. Popped up. Ron Brand in foul territory is going to make the catch. But the Buccos get 3 more runs on 3 hits. They don't leave anybody. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. With your score, Pittsburgh 8, Montreal 3. Jack LeMabe is coming back out now. Not a save situation, so LeMabe is going to try and finish it. He's got the meat of the Expos order coming. Mac Jones, Rusty Staub, Coco LeBoy, and if anybody gets on, Bob Beetle Bailey. 8-3 Pirates. We're in the bottom of the ninth. LeMabe kicks and deals. Jones is 1 for 2. The pitch. Ground ball. Bill Mazeroski gloves it and throws to Don Clendenin for out number 1. Rusty Staub 1 for 3. The pitch from LeMabe to center field. Not deep. Bill Verdon is there, and there's 2 down. That makes Coco LeBoy the last chance saloon for these Expos. LeMabe kicks and deals. LeBoy pops it up. Smokey Burgess under it. Makes the catch, and the Expos win opening day. A come-from-behind victory by a score of 8-3. Let's give you the totals. For the visiting and victorious Pittsburgh Pirates, 8 runs, 8 hits. And they committed no errors. For the Expos, 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 horrific error. And those are your totals. The winning pitcher is Bob Friend on opening day. He becomes 1-0. The loser, Bill Stoneman, who deserved a better fate, 0-1. No save in the ball game. The MVP. The MVP, I'm going to say, is Roberto Clemente for the home run that put the Pirates ahead in this ball game in the 8th inning. Thank you for being with me. Have a good and safe holiday. And come on back. Lots more coming on my channel. Don't forget to check out channel membership on my channel. The link is in the description for this video. You get free cards every month, discounts on the secondary store, and members-only exclusive videos. Have a great day. So long, everybody.